Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Forex.Today. Namaste. Is that right, Brooke? Yeah, remind me at the end. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Hey, let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. 502. Error 502. Never even heard of that. What is that? Yeah, strange. Well, then that must be a server thing. I'll look into it, okay? Just remind me at the end, all right? Hello, my name is Wayne McDonell. I am the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you and the effort that you put into your trading every single day. I appreciate the trade plans you post to sharpen your own saw, but also to help others and share ideas and collaborate. I do these webinars Monday through Friday here at Forex.Today at 7:30 a.m. New York time. That is a couple of hours before the New York session opens. It's also London lunch. This is a good idea or a good time for us to get together as a community. So once again, thank you for being here. I guess we should go here. If you are new, and we had a few new people yesterday, please join the family. Visit TradersWay.com and open a demo account. It takes less than a minute. Okay, so what do you want to do? Pretty quiet day. Today is Fed Tuesday. Tomorrow is actually the FOMC announcement, but the meeting starts today. It's a two-day meeting. And the very, very, very first thing that happens at the open of the meeting, I don't know, what is it, in half an hour when it actually starts, the very, 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 very first thing that happens is the trading desk, the leader of the trading desk at the New York Fed that conducts open market operations, aka buying or selling bonds in the open market. They also do the foreign exchange trading. The leader of that group speaks first. The Forex trader. They trade Forex, they trade bonds. How cool is that? Neat, right? Ah, wow. What a life, huh? What a world, what a life I've been lived. So where do you want to start first? Let's just our typical go around the world. Yeah, just kind of go through the process, right? So I don't know if you were alive this morning, but the UK has 3%, 3.1% inflation. Holy smokes. Well, that's what you get for ruining your economy. And, you know, I don't think it's growth. I think that's a devalued currency. It sucks to be Carney this morning anyways. So taking a look at it, it dropped to support and then stopped. But that's pretty significant. You know, the 3.1% inflation, especially the kind of the bad inflation. I don't know if there's good inflation, but let me give you two scenarios. You're filthy, stinking rich, but your money doesn't buy much, or you're filthy, stinking poor, and your money doesn't buy anything. I'll take the filthy, stinking rich any day. What would you guys choose? Yeah, Daniels is rich. The only problem is your neighbor's rich and your neighbor's rich. Yeah. So everybody's rich together, which means everybody's average. So anyways, price. How about this? Well, I guess I can't even do that. I was going to say price could go up based on demand, but price could go up based on supply, but it's not really either. There wasn't an increase in money supply, so it's just people don't want to hold the pound. That's too bad. So where do you put your money? What's the yield on the 5-year? What is it? A gilt? Does anybody know? We got any British? We have any British bankers in the room? You invest into the UK economy through their treasuries. What does it pay you? You guys awake? Can you hear me all right? Room's quiet. What's wrong with you? Come on, boy. Nobody knows? Yeah, all right. Nobody knows. Is that what it is? All right. What is the yield on the 5-year JGB? How about this? Change everything to 10-year. Does anyone know the 10-year in the UK? Type in a question mark if you just don't know. All right, there we go. Thank you, Eric. All right. Does anybody know the yield on the 10-year JGB? Oh, thank you, Kareem. Is it really 2.53? Actually, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought it'd be a lot lower than that. All right, that kind of screws up my whole thought process. Is it really 2.53? Really for the 10-year gilt, or for the 5-year gilt? Huh? JGB? Yeah, no, that sounds high. Anyways, I don't know. Let's just kill the whole thought process. Let's move on. Yeah, cream. Whatever. I'm trying to get you to think about, like, where's the money going? And it's probably not the UK. What's the 10-year? How about let's dumb it down. What's the 10-year paying in Japan? Nothing. What's the 10-year paying in Germany? Nothing. Yeah. What's the 10-year paying in the UK? Nothing, right? So, but what's it paying in the United States? 2.38. So it's, you know, there's not a lot of demand for the pound. That's all. But what I'd like to start doing is buying hotels in London. Okay, 1.23. That sounds a lot better, Kareem. On the 10-year. You told me 2.5 on the 5-year, and I'm like, holy crap, I had no idea. Then I'm like, wait, it's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. Oh my God. You freaked me out there. Really? Really? Really, Kareem? 2.53 on the 5-year? Oh my God. I had no idea. Yeah. All right. Yeah, 1.23 on a 10-year. I can believe it. I don't know what it is, but I can believe that. Kareem, messing with people. He's a jokester. All right, so this goes back to support I did, I guess it was Thursday of last week. We have this area here, support on the pig dog, and support here. Okay, support. It's still support. Now the question is, I'm not sure what I did in non-farm payrolls. Was this a guesstimate that it was coming down? It looks like it's a non-farm payrolls move, isn't it? So on Thursday we had this as support, and I draw the arrow as an indication of up. And then you can see probably non-farm payrolls. I drew resistance, resistance, resistance. Like, hey, guess what, bro? Resistance, 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 resistance. and then a big arrow dropping down to a monthly target below us. Seems like we have this identified at least as a range. There's a bottom, there's a top. So it's pretty cool that it came all the way back down. Here it is Tuesday morning, and we're back to where we were Thursday. That's a full trip, as we call it. From resistance to support, from support to resistance, from resistance to support. Guess what? A little bit range bound, eh? Could be a rabbit, could be. Hey, so when are we going to meet up in Johannesburg? I miss Singapore already. I miss the warmth. Yeah, give a date. Katie's there. All right. Yeah, Henley's into it. Right? Henley's into it. Henley's got it all set up. We just, yeah. LA is warm. LA is not warm. It's roasting, but it's not warm. So I filled out a survey for the Raffles Hotel, and I filled out a survey for the Ritz-Carlton. I slapped the Ritz-Carlton, and I hugged the Raffles Hotel. All right. Anyways, here we go. Oh, and I got heckled yesterday because I don't know what he was talking about, but he was saying that he thought my analysis of the euro dollar at non-farm payrolls was bad, and that he lost a lot of money. I'm like, dude, I didn't tell you to make a trade. I didn't tell you to trade anything. But what I did say is there was multiple reasons why this was support. Yeah, thank you, Brooke. Yeah, 0.72. That there was two. I think it was a monthly and a weekly pivot cluster right here. Do you guys remember this on non-farm payrolls? I'm like, look, I don't know where it's going to go, but that's support, right? Right? Like, I didn't say sell. I said the one thing in the world you cannot possibly do is sell. You know, right? And then you can see I have it fibbed up. Right? So it kind of seems to me that it went up. I even have an orange line here. I have to move this. I even have an orange line here that just maybe mysteriously predicts something. I don't know. Right? Okay. So it's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But I'm like, what are you talking about? I think I was right. And he was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, it's up like 85 pips off the bottom. Oh, it's not up 80. Actually, I said it was up 100 pips. He's like, it's not up 100 pips. I'm like, okay, 85? I mean, look, I'm Canadian. 85 means 100. I don't know. It's like paying taxes. 50 means 60, you know. No, but he's a hedge fund manager and he knows so much more. I'm like, really? Okay. But anyways, let's go full Monty here. Is this a good place to buy? Okay. Well, going off the sweet spot here on the fibs, right? You could expect about that much. I wouldn't expect a 200. You can see it actually did a 200, right? Like exactly 200%. I wouldn't expect that, but you know, up in here, sure, eh? But look left. Is there resistance there? Yeah. A cluster of monthly and weekly centrals. Well, let me ask you, where do bears sell? Well, a weekly bear is going to sell somewhere between the weekly central and M3. And a monthly is going to sell somewhere between the monthly central and M3. But I think we started there, didn't we? Here it is. Yeah. So remember this? This was the whole beginning of the drop. We did this on the first day of the month. So this is a drop retracement. This is the role reversal, right? They're the second chance kind of thing, right? Katie said it did a dragonfly doji. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what that is. Dragonfly doji. On the daily. No, I have no idea. What does that mean? The dragonfly doji. Sounds really cool. Like, what's that tattoo? Oh, that is a dragonfly doji. It's a reversal. Yeah. Never heard of it either. Cool. Yeah, I don't trade that way, but that's interesting. Hey, if it helps you sell at resistance, I couldn't care less what you call it, right? A gravestone doji. Well, doji, I believe, in Japanese simply means a stick stuck in the mud. It's for measuring tides. And the stick in the mud of the tidal waters. But anyways, very cool. A dragonfly. All right, maybe I'll look at. You know, again, look, I have M3. What do you call a double top at resistance? Yeah. What do you call a double top? I call that cha-ching. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see the 3 pregnant nuns right here? Clearly a sell. Yeah. Cool. But you know, I mean, that's the interesting thing though, right? Like you wake up in the morning and you're a bear, let's say on euro dollar, and it double tops on the monthly M3, which is the most important sell zone for a monthly swing trader. You would sell and now you're done for the month of December. Okay? If you buy it down here, and this is what I was talking about on non-farm payrolls on Friday, this area here is the bottom for the week. This was predicted on the Monday. Okay, so on the Friday, that is where that's like, boom, crushed it, right? But up here is a cluster of weekly and monthly entries. But the weekly target is here. So there's at least a short-term out. For everybody, weekly and monthly, there's a short-term out. But what is this line here? Let me do it in a different color now. That's why they call them clusters. It's basically the same price. What do you call this blue area? That's the monthly bull entry. That's the bull. So up here is where the bears sell all month long. You're short for the entire month of December, unless you hit your target or you get stopped out. But you're like done. It was like 5 minutes worth of work. You should still be short if you're a bear. That's like the first day of the month, or actually it was a little bit later, but whatever. You get my idea, right? Now down here is where you're supposed to get long if you're a bull. Which one's right? I don't know. I'm not telling you to buy or sell. Come on, I have no idea what's right. Make up your mind, dude. Look at your long-term charts. Do some fundamentals, for crying out loud. It's not my job to tell you what to buy or sell. I work for a broker, for crying out loud. Right? Like, right? Don't take a trading signal from a broker. How about that reality, right? What I'm trying to teach you is how to do analysis. Okay? So if you're a bull, this is support. It is support. It's by definition support. Cool. So if you want it to go bullish, you got to get through this first, right? Am I right? Of course I'm right. So it's like, which one are you going to do? Well, the bear one, I'll tell you what the bears are thinking. First of all, they love this double top. And the fact that it double topped at exactly the double entry, weekly and monthly, right? Weekly and monthly M3s. They love it. They love it. They absolutely, totally love it. Okay? A bear, having seen that and entered that, is incredibly confident right now. And they see the Fed raising interest rates tomorrow, and it is their opinion that euro dollar is coming down. Absolutely, totally for sure. That's what they're thinking. And they're super confident because this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. It's not even a double top. It's a double top at a weekly and monthly M3 cluster. They are short, they are strong, they are confident, and FOMC tomorrow is definitely going their way. That's what they think. I'm not saying it is or it ain't, right? Now this area that we're at now, this is just clearly a role reversal at weekly and monthly central pivots. So they are, without a doubt, thinking this. And you will have to fight them, because that's what they're going to do. That's what they're thinking. They've done it up here. They've probably done it again here. And that's what they're doing. And they're short all week, all month long. Okay? Doesn't mean they're right. But that is for sure what they're thinking. Okay? Now, a bull wants to buy here, as I already told you. So what a bull is hoping for is down, up, this kind of stuff. Okay? And you're going to have to fight this as well. So this is probably double bottom and then up. I mean, okay? So it's not going to be easy if you're a bull. Well, Ed, the COT is going to be really slow on this. Like, it's not going to help you in this situation. But if you're using it to decide whether you're a bull or a bear, yeah, look in the trend. Look at the trend and see if the trend is net gain or net loss. Okay. 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 I hope that's helpful. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm drawing support and resistance. Okay. So I see this as step ups and step downs and stuff. Okay. Up, down, up, do. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Eric, I'm not belittling candles. I'm just making it abundantly clear that, yeah, I don't use them. I use support and resist primarily. So let me tell you the history here. There was a guy who wrote a 1,000-page book that cost $500, and it had 10,000 different candlestick patterns. And he said he brought them, translated them from Japanese, and brought them to the Western world. And for $500, I think this is what the book said, because I never actually read it. Right? And he said, if you see a candlestick pattern at resistance or at support, right, you could trade it. If it happens and it's not at support or resistance, you ignore it. Well, what that tells me is the key ingredient isn't the candlestick pattern, it's the fact that you're at resistance or you're at support. So that's why you could say things like, well, if that's true with candlestick patterns, it's also true with things like oscillator moves, with 5/8 crosses, and so on and so forth. So if a pattern on candlesticks okay, if a pattern, I don't know if that's important to you or something, but if you see a pattern and it's here and that puts you long, I'm cool with that. The same way I'm cool with the 5A cross or an oscillator cross or whatever you need. It's all the same to me. It doesn't matter to me because what's important to me is the fact that you're at support and resistance. And that trumps everything else. Okay, so if it makes you buy at support, great, love it, awesome, right? So I'm not belittling the candlesticks at all. I'm just saying that that's how it works with me. But that guy was banned from conferences back when I used to do conferences because he was a little bit slimy. So one day I was doing an FX bootcamp thing. I don't know where I was, New York or something. And I'm surrounded by like 20 or 30 or 40 boot campers. And that guy, that author comes up to me. He's like, hey, we should work together. Right? Hey, you're really popular or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm really popular. I'm a likable guy. And I'm good looking and modest. And then he said, hey, we should really work together sometime. We can make a lot of money. I said, I already have a lot of money. And I'll never forget it. He just froze. He just froze. He didn't know what to say. I'm like, look at this. I just spent $100,000 on a conference and I didn't make a penny. This is how I roll, bro. This is a party. So I can totally picture it still. It was great. Oh, good, Brooke. Maybe Robert. I shouldn't say. I shouldn't be mean. I shouldn't talk ill about other people. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, look, if you're buying at support and you got a reversal pattern at support, great. If you see a reversal pattern, okay, and you're not at support and resistance, ignore it. That's all I'm saying, all right? And if you enjoy, like we all have different personalities. If you like to have a textbook full of 1,000 patterns, cool. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like Elliott Wave too. Is there anything wrong with Elliott Wave? No. Elliott Wave's great. It's great. It's a bunch of Fibonacci numbers. Great. Good. You use Fibonacci? Great. But it doesn't fit my personality. But once again, buy it, support, buy it, resist. You know, so if you're in a trend, use some Fibonacci numbers. You know, use your Fibonacci studies. So the most important part of trading, however, is deciding whether you're selling here, right, or not. Right? I mean, to me, that's it. Like, that is such a clear sell, this whole zone here. That's, on this chart, that's really the only thing that's kind of interesting. If you're a bull, that's by definition where you're supposed to buy. Doesn't mean it's going to work. So you're going to look left, find out that support. So your stop's going to be down here. And look, you're done for the whole month. Like, there's no debate. Why does it have to be so hard? Why does it have to be so much work, right? Right? It's like, what are there it is. If you were a bear, this was 2 weeks ago, man. That's a sell. You should be done trading for the whole month. If you're a bull, you had your opportunity last week. You buy it, you're done for the whole month. You're done. Yeah, you're only up 75 pips like the guy that heckled me. Okay, great. So I'm sorry. You're only up 75 pips. I apologize. I'm sorry. I should be ashamed. So there you go, bro. Support, resistance. Do what you want. How are we doing on oil? What was going on with Brent yesterday, huh? Well, let's see. Seems like it's still going up. Look at this funny analysis. Look at this. Down and then up. Cool. We're kind of back to this old resistance. You see it? Oops. Let's try to mark this one. This one, I guess. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Look left. Definitely resistance. Look at the oscillator stuck in the middle. It's weird. It's kind of meaningless. It's overbought and rising. Well, it didn't break. It was a hairline fracture. I'm trying to see, is that a monthly pivoted? No, that's price. Okay, cool. So yeah, nothing's changed there. Gold. Gold you should be out of anyways. If you're, even if you're a bear and you're enjoying this collapse, well, this is probably related to the FOMC, but even if you're a bear, a conservative, disciplined bear would have gotten out there. So what I would expect is sort of this now. Don't even know. Right? That's the target. You hit your target, now what? So it's very difficult for me to tell you where it's likely to go now. Okay, that's it. It's just gold has collapsed. Everyone's buying Bitcoin, huh? So I didn't see that one coming at all. Not like that. Look at the velocity on that. Well, that's why let me go back. That's why I draw things like this channel. A channel break, that kills the trade. Right there. The upward move, like I thought it would go here, I thought it would go here, I thought it would go there. We got pretty close. Crap! Well, the break of the channel is a break of the trend, right? Your only other opportunity is to buy it down low, and you might have had a millisecond there, but then that failed quickly, right? And then down here, again, you shouldn't be selling down here, and those are not great conditions to buy. So, okay. What's going on here? Boy, I don't remember doing this at all, do you? When did I do this? Looks pretty right to me. Bottom, higher high, higher low, roll reversal. Gee whiz, this is nice. Cool, right? So this should go up until January 1st. Oh, really? NFP? Thank you, Pedro. Boy, it worked out nice though, huh? We must have been up here during non-farm payroll, so it looks like we hit a 3A2, dropped, roll reversal, and now heading back up. Nice. Huh. Yeah, well, this should go up until the first. Huh. Well, nice. Did we do euro? No, I don't think we did euro. Oh, we did euro, of course. I guess we got to do yens. Well, how about the 31st then, Michael? Is that better? Okay, cool. As long as we agree. You might want to watch the video on YouTube. How to trade the Mexican peso and why it works. Okay, do that search. It might be MXN. How to trade the MXN and why it works. All right, let's do some yen-yens. All right, where do you want to start? Let's go. Let's do bottom right today. Okay, heading up toward resistance. We're on a pivot, monthly R1. Not quite to target. So apparently, I bought this off the monthly M2. So what's my target? Yes, by me, Michael. Of course, by me. That sounds right. Yeah, M4. Cool. So I'm at R1. That is going to be a challenge. You see this? That's a sell zone. So that's risk for me as a bull. But I've decided just to jam my stop. So my stop's at break even. So, but what do you think of the trade plan? Cool. Thank you. Yeah, tomorrow obviously is going to be important for a lot of different things, right? But it's understandable. Like, even if you disagree with me, you get it. And that's important with trades, right? Someone else should get it, even if they don't agree. So I think what will probably happen is the very least, right? Something like that. So I'm fine. Okay, cool. So I'm long at what, 77? Where are we now? 77? Yeah. I'm long at 77. And we're at 78, 78. That's like 100 something pips. 100, almost 200 pips, huh? Right? 77? It's not bad. 180 pips. Cool. All right, CAD. Where's my kitty CAD? So kitty CAD, the way that I'm looking at this, let's put her on a 4 hour. the way I'm looking at this is bottomish, okay, at a monthly pivot. Big move. Now, you see how this is like a 786 of this down move? That's important because it shows weakness in the downward move. So then, in a reverse fib wars, right? This is a fib war. This 786 creates a 618, which I'm hoping does this. That's why it's called a fib war, because someone else also trading is doing that. But I think the 786 predicts a change in trend. Okay. Plus, I'm a bull on oil, right? Like a candle in the wind. So, anyways, as a bull on oil, I entered long here, off of the bottom. This is a monthly M2. At that time, it was a weekly S2, which is a take profit pivot on the bears. Okay. Then we made a higher high, higher low, 618 Fibonacci retracement. So a 618 predicts a 1382. So the next move should be 1382. 1382 is right here, which is also a monthly pivot and the actual weekly R2. Okay. And for that to work, we would actually need to be somewhere between the monthly central and M2 on Monday, which we were. So this move here predicts this move, but this move here predicts that move there. And so I'm okay, I guess, right? So the trade seems okay. There's multiple reasons why I should stay in the trade. And backing out, we can take a look. I'm long here, and we're there, 125 pips. Cool. 175 on the other one, 125 on this one. Cool. Let's do Aussie. Aussie was a dog yesterday. Remember that? Remember how I said I didn't want to take the risk? So I moved my stop to break even? Remember that yesterday? I'm like, because we were stuck here, right? I'm like, this is a fib, but that's a fib, and this is all fib wars. And what do you do, right? Again, the fib war thing. Let me draw it just so you have eye candy. Okay, a bull was thinking this, but bears were thinking this. Okay, and that's where we were yesterday, in a cluster of nothingness. So how did I behave? I moved my stop from down here to break even because I thought it was just as likely for me to lose money than make money, and I don't like risk. So that's what I did. So I moved my stop to break even, and now moving to the next level. This one's only up 85 pips. Okay, what's the basis of this bullish trade? Monthly M2. Now, if you look here, do you see that old resistance? So how do you trade a higher high? You look left, you find the roll reversal. Okay, and obviously I was long there. And you can see how important monthly pivots are, huh? In this case, they ignored the roll reversal, but they definitely bought that monthly M2. So again, if you haven't taken the swing trading course, I mean, stuff like this proves that if you haven't taken it, you're missing out. You're just completely missing out. Like, it's not even the price action, it's the monthly pivot. Like, holy smokes, eh? So anyways, my stop when I entered here was below here, and then yesterday I moved it to break even, and now I'm up 85 pips. So what was it? 108, 175, 125, 85. The dumb question: what is that tool you are using to see how many? Oh, it's this thingamabobber. Crosshairs. Guess I'm gonna have to shut my blinds, man. Hang on. Oh, look at that. We're up to a psych level. It's going could act like resistance. All right. So there's that. USD yen. Yeah, this was a little bit of a dangerous one, huh? I don't remember where I entered this one. Here, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember this one. Sorry. But looking at the chart, let's see how we're doing this week. And I hope I mentioned this yesterday, and I think I would have. If I were me, I would have. If you're a bull and you open hot, by hot I mean above your buy zone, okay, which it is. It's above the weekly buy zone. This is the weekly buy zone here. And you use the moving averages, and it's kind of like this going on right now. If you're a bear, this is a hardcore sell zone, so you should be looking for this as a bear. And you can see the old channel is back into play. So if you're a bear, look for the setup short. Maybe you need to look for a dragonfly reversal doji. If you happen to see it at monthly and weekly resistance, then you would sell here. But right now I'm riding the 21, and I would like to head up to this area. Okay. And I held on this one. Where's my entry? There it is. So this one is just shy of 100 pips, 90 something pips. It was 105, so it's 95 pips profit so far. So what is it? 175 plus 125. So that's right. So now we're at 3. The other one was 85. So it's 385 plus this one is now 100 again. 485. So let's call it 500 pips profit so far. I think we did euro yen. Did we do euro yen? No, we didn't. Okay, euro yen. Okay, where are we? It opened hot in a sell zone, and you can see we've been stalled out ever since. Okay, as a bear, this gray area, and I'm sure I did this yesterday as well, that's why it's there. This is a sell zone for bears. So if you're bearish euro yen, there's your sell zone. Somewhere in here, maybe you trade a double top or the lower low or the lower high, whatever. You see the huge divergence, right? Right? You see this? And yet we have this. What it's telling us is euro bulls are taking profit. They're getting squeezed out of their longs. It's a long squeeze. Interesting, right? Once again, it shows me if you're not paying attention to swing trading, you're completely missing out. You're missing the boat. You're like, what boat? You're not on the clue train. What train? Because all of these are swing trades. They're all swing trades. $4.88 group. By the way, it's not CPI, it's PPI. CPI is tomorrow. A little more inflation. Yeah, Indian CPI. Oh my goodness! Yeah. So so that's that. So this one is up 100 is that 15 or 50? 115 pips. It was up 130 or 40. Yeah, it's falling fast. So I'm going to take my profit on this one. So I just took 100 pips profit there. So that means I was up 600 pips. Now I'm only up 500 pips. And then Beast. So Beast, I have bouncy, 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 bounce. You can see I entered again. Where's my drawing tool? Oh, no. I know there's a lot of lines. This is from yesterday. Remember we talked about this yesterday? There's my buy. So check this out. Up, down, roll reversal. Right? We have this, and then we have this, and probably should do that, right? And Brendan's like, and it's weekly M2? Really? Yeah, why not? Anyways, any last questions? Any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns? Talk to me, Goose. What's on your mind? Thanks, Mike. So, I don't know, Rin. Why not? I've had all kinds of VPSs. Kiwi dollar counter trend. Ooh, yeah, okay. You know, Robert, people that say you can't trade around the holidays are people that can't trade. As you get closer and closer to the actual day itself, it's true you can lose a lot of volume and volatility. But I've done very well through the winter holidays, and I've done very well through the summer holidays. Okay. Brendan says, was a counter trend trade too aggressive? Well, by definition, yes. You're trading against the trend. Oh, year end is an influence. Yeah, but you're supposed to make money on that influence. So let me ask you something, Robert. If it's the end of the year, do you think portfolio managers are going to add a whole bunch of new trades? Well, look, now you have a hypothesis. So now all you have to figure out is what they were long. Now, the other thing to think about, Robert, okay, would you want to pay taxes this year, or would you like to defer it another 12 months? Okay, so here's what you would do. You would take your losses on December 31st, and then you'd take your profits on January 1st. Aha! Right? So if you know what they're going to do before they've even decided what to do, maybe you can put plans around that knowledge. Okay? It's calendar, but you pay in, right? In the United States, it's calendar year, but you pay in April. In Japan, it's April to April is the fiscal year. Well, it's the greatest country in the world, Stuart. What do you mean for USO? There is only USA. I'm Canadian, by the way. Yeah, well, I'm an Aussie as well. G'day, mate. Shall I throw a pip on the bobby for you? Ripper. So, anyways, so that's that. So I'll probably buy a bunch of Japanese yen on January 1st. So wish me luck on this trade. Let's take a look on a shorter time frame. So, you see? So how did I do? On a 1 minute chart, it seems that it made a higher high, came back, and I bought it right here. Does that seem reasonable? Or was I out of control? No, buy yen. I'll probably buy yen in January. Right now I'm selling yen. To sell yen, that means these yen pairs go up. Somebody asked me yesterday, they're like, well, why are you like short euro dollar but like long dollar yen? I'm like, hey, very astute observation. But I'm not buying dollar, I'm selling yen. That was the difference. Okay. So yeah, so on January 1st, I'm probably going to take a look at buying some Japanese yen, maybe buying some US dollar, don't really know. Maybe buying some Swiss franc. Just keeping my eyes open on the various things. Okay. So hey, it was real. I got to jump, babe. Thank you guys for being clients of TradersWay.com. If you're new, please visit TradersWay.com and open an account. Don't be a lurker. Join the family, join the community, get involved. And thank you for posting your trade plans. And if you haven't been, please post your trade plans. And tomorrow's FOMC should be a very interesting day. Tomorrow is CPI, should be a very interesting day. I think there's some Aussie news in Asia, should be a very interesting day. It's also Wednesday, which means oil inventories should be a very interesting day. And I believe that is that's a blessing in some culture, isn't it? May your life be interesting. So may you have an interesting day. See you tomorrow. Cheers.